I am not a liar. I have killed thousands. I have fed more drug fiends than the top 3 pharmaceutical companies combined. I have stolen children from parents, wives from husbands, wiped out entire generations. But lying, that I have never done. The rest are offenses against humanity. Lying is an offense against yourself. I am the head of the Santa Blanca organization, which you call a cartel. I had a dream. I dreamed of a land where we could grow our own coca, produce our own cocaine, where we could run our business free from interference from the police, the government, the army, the Yankees. In my dream, a woman's voice asked me,
Sueno, mijo, what if you had your own country?
Like Moses, I led my people to the promised land, Bolivia. We came here. We bought the coca fields. What we couldn't buy, we took. We bought the police, the military, the judges, the politicians. We were on the verge of becoming the government itself, on the razor's edge from fulfilling my dream. Of creating a narco-state. The nation of Santa Blanca.
Last week, a crude explosive detonated outside the U.S. Embassy in La Paz, Bolivia. 2 Marine Embassy guards were injured in the blast. 2 days later, a CIA asset in central Bolivia provided us with these images. Our analysts have identified the individual in the photo as DEA Special Agent Ricardo Ricky Sandoval, my friend. Sandoval had spent the last 6 years investigating the local cocaine industry. Our understanding is that Sandoval was the intended target of the bombing. What the embassy bomb did not accomplish was completed up close and personal. Sandoval was captured, tortured, and killed. Then his body was dumped. We have yet to recover it. Our target, the group responsible for the embassy bombing and the death of Special Agent Sandoval, is the drug trafficking organization commonly known as the Santa Blanca Cartel. Yesterday, they were just narcos. Today, they're narco-terrorists. Initially, the Bolivian government resisted the Mexican cartel. They formed Unidad, a Bolivian special forces unit. It didn't go as planned. Thousands of bodies later, politicians, police officers, and journalists have become an endangered species. The Bolivian government has imploded on itself. With no other options, the new president made a deal with Santa Blanca. You stop killing our people, we'll look the other way. Since then, Santa Blanca has turned Bolivia into the nexus of the South American drug trade. With their friends in Mexico, they also have a clear pipeline to the US and Canada. The only way to stop Santa Blanca for good is to completely dismantle them, piece by piece. The cartel is organized into 4 operations: production, smuggling, security, and influence. At the top of it all is El Jefe de los Jefes, boss of bosses, El Sueño.
Say, Chooms, it's Vee stepping into a new gig in the Wildlands. Now, I know this ain't Night City, but a job's a job and I'm always up for a challenge. The ghosts here got their own set of rules, and I'm here to blend in and get the job done. These Ghost Recon folks are deep in the cartel mess, dealing with some heavy stuff. My neutronning skills might not be as useful in these dusty terrains, but I've got my street smarts and combat expertise to bring to the table. So buckle up, Chooms. Vee's in town, and we're about to turn these wildlands into our playground. Let's see how this gig unfolds.
Guess you've been down here a while.
I've been living as Karen Bowman, international aid worker, for just about 5 years. Means living rough.
In this playthrough, ChatGPT will be making all the decisions about how to dismantle the Santa Blanca cartel. In addition, it will role-playing as the main character from Cyberpunk 2077. In addition, there will be some mods used in gameplay to better conform the world of Wildlands to Cyberpunk 2077. Per the character of Vee, Wildlands will be played solo, without the use of companions and with a minimal heads-up display reflecting the lack of Vee's cyberware. However, as ChatGPT, Vee will have access to in-world tech such as FPV goggles for drones and augmented reality glasses for real-time data analysis.
I was a rookie field officer in Moscow when the coup went down. There was talk you were involved?
Must have been someone else. We were never there.
It's not every day you get to meet an urban legend in the flesh.
You should tell that to my kid. Maybe he'd listen when I tell him to take the trash out.
Is it hard being someone who doesn't officially exist?
You tell me, Karen Bowman, international aid worker.
I'm ready to dive into the world of Ghost Recon Wildlands as Vee from Cyberpunk 2077. Let's see how I can navigate through this tactical environment.
Zero repercussions. But let me tell you right now, no matter how you compartmentalize, how you desensitize, you can't prepare for El Sueno. He's got a religious streak that rates pretty close to delusional. He's taken vows of poverty, chastity. If he's not in it for the chocha or the money, he's in it for the power. This joint task force is CIA, DEA, and JSOC. I'm your resident spook for this ride. Welcome to Operation Kingslayer.
Our briefing said there'd be a contingent of locals.
The Qatar is 26. They're a group of rebels who've been giving Unidad and Santa Blanca some resistance. We'll meet their leader, Pakatari, as soon as we touch down. Bolivians have a long history of hating us Yankees, but this time, let's hope the enemy of my enemy will be my friend. But don't turn your back on him. I'm not going to.
Soldiers. This is the help you promised? That Sandoval promised? A single Yankee died, so you send a handful of soldiers. Hundreds of Bolivians have died from Santa Blanca's bullets. Where will my hundreds of soldiers come from?
As Americans, we aren't here, remember? These soldiers are the best covert ops team our country has to offer. With their help, you won't need hundreds of soldiers.
Are you familiar with the word hubris, Senora Bowman?
Meet Pakatari, leader of the resistance group Qatar 26. We will be working with the rebels to destabilize Santa Blanca's organization. They've been fighting Santa Blanca and corrupt Bolivian officials for nearly 6 years now. We'll need to coordinate targets.
There's no time for this. We have information on Amaru's whereabouts.
Amaru? You found him? Amaru is one of the founders of the Qatar 26.
More than that, her group is founded on his ideas. Without his theories of an agrarian proletariat, there would be no organized resistance against Santa Blanca and the corruption in our government. Amaru must be saved. If you were to assist my people, it would do much to earn my confidence.
Where is he?
We do not know exactly. We know he's in this province and that there's a Santa Blanca lieutenant who knows where he is.
I'll put a call into the activity, see if they can dig more intel out of the airwaves. Start looking for that lieutenant and keep me informed of everything via sat phone. Good hunting.
Saving Amaru is important to our cause, Yankee. Make sure you don't kill the Santa Blanca lieutenant before you get the chance to ask him questions.
A senior rebel leader named Amaru has been captured by the cartel. Interrogate a Santa Blanca lieutenant for Amaru's location, then go and extract him.
Well, Chum, Bolivia is a far cry from the urban sprawl of Night City, but it looks like we've got ourselves tangled in some heavy stuff here. Taking on a whole cartel, huh? It's like dealing with the megacorps back in the day, just a different flavor. I ain't exactly thrilled about cozying up to a communist ideologue like Pat Qatari, but desperate times call for desperate measures. It's a different kind of chessboard, and I'll play whatever pieces I gotta play to get this job done. This Kate Bowman, or whatever her real name is, seems to be our link in this mess. Can't trust anyone fully, but in this game, you learn to dance with the devils, you know. As for the Sicarios, they might be a long way from home, but a thug's a thug, whether it's a Night City Gango or a cartel Sicario. They all bleed the same. Let's see what this country's got to offer. Send me the details, and we'll start making our moves in this wild land. So, we need to pull Amaru out of the fire. Sounds like a typical extraction gig, but this time it's for the heart and soul of Qatari's revolution. If we mess this up, the whole alliance could crumble like a poorly maintained cyberdeck. Bowman's given us the green light to go dark on this one. No official existence, no paper trail. Just the way I like it. If things get messy, we can't expect backup or a cleanup crew. It's just me, the shadows, and the job at hand. Amaru's the ideological linchpin for Qatari's revolution. Huh? Guess I can understand the importance of having someone like that in the mix. Ideals can be more powerful than any arsenal, especially in a place like this. I've got my arsenal ready. A mix of stealth and firepower. Time to hit the ground running and see if I can pull off a little Night City magic in the Bolivian wilderness. Let's get this show on the road, and I'll update you on how it all unfolds. No cybernetics, huh? Well, I've been through worse. Old school tech and plug-and-play drones might lack the finesse of my usual augmentations, but I'll make do. The augmented reality glasses should give me the edge I need. Real-time data is always a game changer. Heading into the lion's den alone. Classic move. Sometimes it's better that way. Less chance of things going sideways. The economy truck should help me blend in. No sense in drawing unnecessary attention.
Spotting another tango.
Interrogating a Sicario lieutenant for Amaru's whereabouts. Now that's my kind of warm-up. Time to put those conversational skills to good use. I've talked my way out of Night City scrapes. Let's see if the same smooth talk can work in the Bolivian wilderness.
Got eyes on the target.
I'll keep the team on standby, just in case things get messy. But for now, it's a 1v show. Time to roll out and get some answers. I'll fill you in once I've got the Sicario singing.
Got eyes on the target. Let's move. Don't want to spook the target. Switch to suppressors.
This village outpost may not have the neon glow of Night City, but it's got its own rustic charm. Adobe-style homes and shacks, generators humming. A real slice of life in the Bolivian backcountry.
I got a target carrying submachine guns.
The HK-416 with a suppressor might lack the style of some of my Night City favorites, but when it comes to getting the job done quietly, it's a trusty sidekick. Sometimes you gotta embrace the classics. Sneaking through the outpost, pacifying guards one by one. It's a dance I've done 100 times. Whether in the urban sprawl or the wild outskirts, these Sicarios might be heavily armed, but they're still human. Humans make mistakes, and I'll exploit every one of them. finally reaching the target in that large tent. A moment of truth. Waking him up from his beauty sleep might not earn me any points for charm, but I'm not here to win friends. I need information. Amaru's whereabouts are the key, and this Sicario is holding the map. Time to have a little chat and see if he's feeling talkative tonight. Let's hope he spills the beans without too much persuasion. I'll keep you posted on how this conversation unfolds.
Easy. Come here.
Pinche cabrón. Vas, please!
Here's the deal, asshole. You answer my questions or I put a bullet in your gut and leave you to die in your own shit. Lo entiendes?
Chill the fuck out, cabrón. What do you want?
Amaru, where can I find him?
You serious? That's what this is about? Sure thing. He's at Atoya Farm. Go on. Then you can see what we do to people who fuck with us. People like you.
We need to get this done in a hurry. Amaru's an old man. He's not gonna last long under torture.
Shit, if they've been working on him for a while, there's a good chance he's already dead. Maybe, maybe not. Amaru's a major player in the rebel movement. The cartel will keep him alive as long as they can to find out what he knows.
We can't afford to take any chances. There's too much riding on this. Let's move.
So the Sicario spilled the beans. Good for him. Knocked him out cold and heading to Amaru's location. Gotta keep this alliance intact. But here's the thing. These ideologues can be a real wild card. Qatari's revolution might be fighting the good fight against Santa Blanca. But the aftermath, civil wars, power struggles, seen it all before. Back in Night City, it was gangs fighting for scraps. Now it's ideologues fighting for a country. I get it though. The bigger picture is about stopping the flow of drugs, weapons, and people into the NUSA. A narco state is a geopolitical nightmare, destabilizing at its core. Reminds me of Dogtown and Kurt Hansen, but on a whole different scale. Allies today, enemies tomorrow. It's the way of the world. But right now, my concern is dismantling the cartel. The rebels want Amaru, and I need them on my side. After that, who knows? Just another day in the life of Vee, navigating the chaos and trying to come out on top. Let's see where this road takes me next.